Hey, this is this, and I guess I'm just gonna do just me talking video because why not? I'm bored. And yes, I saw Samuel Tex Geek's latest video on the whole Wii U and hating the controller, even though most critics and just about everybody who's ran it or has a big voice actually loved the controller. Most of the bitching and complaining about the Wii U mostly by the main critics, though, is the name, the Wii U, which, as you all know, rumor says they're going to change it. The other complaint is mainly just a bunch of people on YouTube complaining about its GPU, and that's it. That's pretty much the bulk of the complaints. Um, Everybody who's complained about the controller, somewhat myself, because I really don't understand why there's a touchscreen on there. I mean, I would just go with the normal small screen, but whatever. If that's the way Nintendo's going to do it, I don't know. Well, at least they're using a reactive touchscreen, which is not as good as a connective touchscreen, but the main reason why they're doing it is because of price and that it's just cheaper to mass produce. They're also using accelerometer and a gyroscope, and then they're going to have a plug-in for a headset. I know it was Xbox 360 that originated. Actually, it was Philips who originated putting a phone headset on the controller. Remember the whole 3DO? It had a head jack on the controller, but you could also daisy chain those controllers. That's why there was only one controller ports on those 3DOs, because the rest of the ports were on the controller. So you could just plug that controller into the controller that's already plugged into the console, and then so forth and so forth. And also, uh, Sam, I guess, complained about the D-pad. The original D-pad was a big bulky thing that he liked, when in reality, the D-pad has pretty much been the same size. They just on the 3DS just moved it down. But then again, I also found it funny where he's complaining about Japanese gaming, and he holds up Super Mario 3D Land, which he says is easy, which is true, but kind of fun actually. I mean, I don't care if it was easy. I mean, Donkey Kong Country Returns was actually easy. You know, those Japanese in their way of gaming, and then he holds up Super Mario Kart 7, which is kind of funny because it was made by the same developers who made that really easy game called Donkey Kong Country Returns, and it's from Retro Entertainment. And when I looked it up on Wikipedia, where those Japanese people from Retro Entertainment came from, their main business was in that faraway country known as Austin, Texas. Oh yeah, them Japanese developers and their whole game style, especially that whole Mario Kart 7. You know, Austin, Texas is pretty far away from the United States. Them un-American people from Austin, Texas. I'm being a smartass if you can't tell. Sam, you might want to pay close attention to who's actually making these games and all, or look at the list of what Retro Entertainment's been doing. True that Super Mario Land 3, Super Mario 3D Land was made in Japan and all, but they just copied everything that came from, Donkey Kong Country Returns, which was made from an American company that Nintendo, an American gaming developing company that Nintendo just happens to own. Oops. In fact, I'll put the whole Retro Studios Wikipedia link on a link below. Just, just saying. But yeah, most of the critics actually like the Wii U controller for some reason. I don't care for the giant touchscreen, but since it's a reactive touchscreen and the bigger the screen, the better it is with the touch control, it's kind of understandable. That's actually kind of weird. Reactive actually works a lot better on bigger screens, except that you can't put 3D on top of it, underneath it, like you can a connective. I mean, capacitive touchscreens are, well, yeah, they're good in some areas, but reactive is just as good too. But then again, I'm not the I'm not exactly the type of person who goes out and defends the Atari, and I kid you not, the Atari 26, no 22, I'm sorry, the Atari 5200's controller. Yeah, I'm not kidding. He actually defends that controller and says that everybody who's, you know, gave bad mouth about that controller is basically lying. Sam, have you seen the how many games the 5200 has actually produced before it was canceled? Not a very strong library. Just saying. Bye.